Yeah, so hello Geeta, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And I'm
Oh,
delighted to see you.
same here, same here. And yeah, I would like to give you a compliment that you're looking so beautiful today. Maybe your background is also good. You are like ready to take this video or create this session. So yeah, you're looking beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Okay, my name is Karishma. I'm talking to you from Gurgaon. I hail from Delhi and I have completed my education there in Delhi. And I'm a mother of two kids and professionally I'm an advocate and also I'm running a YouTube channel. That is all about me.
Wow, that's good. Even I have seen your lots of videos. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's discuss something about English, like why English is so necessary. First thing, I would like to know from your point of view.
Yeah. Actually, if I talk about the importance of English, so as it is a global language, so everybody needs this language. We can say in today's life, it is the part and parcel of everyone's life. If we talk about small kids, that are also taught that please say thank you, please say uh,
Yes.
thank you, welcome, you're welcome, I'm happy, like these sentences. In the same way, students are already learning English, and elders also. Means everybody is interested because English is needed in every field, whether if I talk about any profession, it is required. If we talk about any journey, then is also it is required. Means there is no field where English is not necessary. Wherever you go, it could be any place, whether it is railway station, platform, and bus station, railways, and airways. Everywhere English is required. Without English, nobody can imagine that what would be life nowadays. Because at international level also, if we just want to connect out of India, so there is only one international language through which we can get through with others also. So it's like,
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely right. Earlier, it was not that compulsory. Like the time when we were studying, it was not that important. And that's the reason we're not really good with English because I have started learning English very late because I did not really understand the importance. I thought we are Indians, we speak Hindi, so we are comfortable in that language. But now we need to change our mindset first. Still, if I talk about the mindset of people, there are many people who thinks in the way like why we need to learn English. Hindi is our matrabhasha. They feel like okay, I do understand that Hindi is important because it is our native language. It is a part of our culture now. But some like at the same time, if you want to grow in your life, if you want to do something in your life, you need to understand English. And also you need to be like you need to speak English as well. It's
hmm,
not only sufficient to understand English. Like at our age when we were studying, understanding English is a big thing.
yeah.
The person who understand English is considered like okay, he knew something. But now if you can't speak English, people are not going to give you same respect which they usually give to the people who speak in English. So basically we need to change the mindset of people, which is not going to change. So it's better to learn something and be familiar with the language. So what is like your opinion, like except apart from speaking and listening, these two are the basic tools, everyone knows that. So
Mhm.
now I want to know any unique method, anything in your mind like you want to share for learning English.
Yeah, if I talk about learning English, as you said in starting, listening and speaking is must. But if that depends in which field you are going to speak. If you are just formally wants to speak, then you should know some grammar rules also. No? So
Right.
that is because grammar is the ornament of English. Until we will not know grammar, we don't use proper grammar. It means that there is no such a accuracy which should be there in the sentence. Okay, so that time we can say that it is very important to learn simple basic structures of grammar. And if I talk about to learn, it is not compulsory to learn all the formulas. Wherever you are thinking that I am lacking in that field, I am lacking in that structure, only that you can take in practice in daily life. So it will be very useful for you for all, because grammar is vast. We can't say that we will learn grammar within this month, within this period only. So wherever we are lacking, we can just give practice on that side. So it will be
Yeah.
better.
Yes, yes.
About if we talk about speaking, it should not be learned as a formulas. Grammar should not be learned as a formulas, but it should be learned practically. Suppose if someone is speaking one sentence, so he should just think about what should be the structure of this. If I am saying, please give me one glass of water, so one should understand that what is the grammar in this sentence. Means if there is please, it is automatically there is imperative sentence, we are making request. And give already is one first form v1. So in this way we should observe what rules are coming with that.
Hmm.
This way
Like
practically we can learn. Practically
we
we can
should
learn.
not we should not focus on the typical grammar rules which we studied in the school, but we should follow the rules of grammar which we are actually using through communication or conversation. That is
Because
important. That's true.
without knowing basic structure we can't speak also. It's also like that. But it is also,
That's
but on the other hand, it is also the thing that nobody is going to ask you that what is noun you are using, what is verb, what is preposition, what is conjunction. But only that is for your understanding, your personal understanding. Yeah.
Yes, 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 that's true. That's true. But yes, if you want to learn English from the study point of view, then grammar is must. Without
Yes.
grammar, you cannot crack any exam because in exam you will ask the typical grammar questions or sometimes, writing a paragraph, writing an essay. So obviously you need to understand good grammar rules so that you cannot make mistake. But on the other side, if you're learning speaking English, then grammar is not that important. You can learn English without even understanding the basic grammar rules just by speaking practice. Sometimes when we listen someone, we understand, okay, this is what he's saying, and we keep it in our mind and we use it the same sentence again and again. This is how we become habitual. I would like to share a practical example of this. Like when I in Delhi, there's a red fort. One day I went there and I have seen a person like the guide who was guiding in a English language. He was only 14 years old. I can look like that he's from the very basic middle class, I think lower class family. So I
Mm.
asked him that, like, how, from where did you learn this language? He said, no, whenever any foreigners come, I always listen them, like what they're talking, how they're talking. And especially when they interacting to me, they are in a very sentence by sentence because they know, like we Indians don't know English. So they also trying to communicate in an easier way. And this is how just by listening and speaking and answering them, I'm able to understand whatever like person is speaking. So this is the rule, like we should more focus on speaking and listening. Observations are important. Like we should always observe like the how this sentence has been presented, how the person is speaking, what is the structure. So this is how if we will observe more, we will be able to speak ultimately.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, nowadays everybody is just focusing on English language. If we talk about homemakers, they are also giving their quality time in learning English language, because everybody wants to learn at least survival English, so that
Yes.
they can speak in front of everyone and leave a good impression.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Also, like now I remember, I would like to share one more thing with you, and that is very practical and real example related with my life. When
Mm,
I was young, like when I was studying in college, and when I used to go to any restaurant or like Domino's especially and McD, people used
mm,
to communicate in English, and I was scared. I was every time I got scared like to place my order. My husband, he was like my boyfriend that time, so we used to go to like sometimes McD and Domino's. So he asked me, okay, go and order. And I used to feel very hesitate, like I'm not going to order. He will ask me, I will not understand what I will reply. This was my situation. And now I laugh on myself. Like when I think about that scene, like how much I used to scare that time. But my husband, he always asked me to do or place the order so that I can understand how to communicate with the people and how to understand the basic English. Sometimes I feel like they're speaking very good English and they're speaking very fast, and that was the reason I was not able to understanding that time. But now, like now I have learned English. Now I feel very confident. I have
Hmm.
no hesitations at all. Even in like anybody standing in front of me, I don't care like who is the person, I can speak very confidently. So it is
Yes,
all about speaking practice, to be honest. From last 1 or 2 years, I have been practicing, and this is the result of that practice. That I'm not hesitating at all.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I can say that eventually you have got a lot in English learning. I have seen. Yeah. And
Yes, yes.
if we talk about whenever we get any opportunity to speak in English, now we should grab that opportunity. Otherwise, we
Yes.
should not think that should I speak in English or not? Should I speak in properly or not? We should not think about that. If we are doing mistakes, it's okay because mistakes are proof that we are trying. If you will not do
Yes.
mistakes, it means you are not doing nothing. You are doing nothing in any direction. If you want
Yes, yes.
yourself, so you have to be ready with your mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I'm in the kitchen, I I have this habit to work in a very speed, so that I can
Mm.
quickly finish everything. And every time there's a fall, sometimes like there's a ball who fall on the floor. So my husband always asks me or looking me like this, like I made some mistakes and all.
Like you
So
are
I always tell him that I'm making mistake because I'm doing work. You're not doing work, that's why you're not making mistakes. So this is my answer every time, and this is same applicable for English also. If you're making mistakes, you're doing something. If you're not making mistake, you're not doing something actually.
yes. Means sometimes you are having a butter fingers, you keep on falling things.
Yes, and most of the time it happens with me. Actually, most of the time because I'm always in a hurry. I always thought, okay, like if in 15 minutes I have to complete my dinner or lunch. So this is how quickly I'm doing things, and sometimes I even chop my fingers, or most of the time it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Because in hustle and bustle we do everything in the morning.
Yeah, if the person is in the kitchen for the whole day, obviously 2 to 3 times it is happening. It's very natural. If you're not going into the kitchen, the things are not going to like fall on its own. So ultimately, the person who work only he can make mistake.
Yes.
So now 4:30 it is already. So I have to go now. I have another session at 4:30, and it's such a lovely talking to you. And you have a
Really.
beautiful smile, and you're amazing. Your voice is also different.
Uh-huh.